Heads. Choose your agent.
Decoy.
Down you go.
One enemy remaining.
Right here. It was you or me.
Smoke's down.
I win again.
Spike down A.
Anyone else?
Spike planted.
There they are.
One enemy remaining.
Teleport's gone. They found my trap. That's a good spot.
One enemy remaining.
Portal closed.
Send 5 more. We can do this again.
Hey guys, welcome back to NITK Engi'22's Valorant tournament. Hopefully you were able to see the first 3 rounds. This is the second semi-finals between Team Waiters, who are defending, and Team Electrify, who are attacking. The score is
Scanning ahead.
2-1
There they
in
are.
favor of the defenders. And just the round before that, we saw the attacking Euro get an ace. So let's see how Electrify will be able to turn it up.
That was a great ace by Yoru in the previous round. He got a kill and a wall bang.
Decoy.
And then great awareness.
I'll handle this. Here.
Doesn't spot the Reyna, is able to spot Foot on A.
Here.
So
I'm
that's the
back.
team though. The B split now. B site is under the attacking team's control. The defending chamber is not able to spot the jet because of the cloud burst, but
Spike
the
planted.
C site now firmly in their favor. They was still waiting on the stick. Gets taken out by the rain. Now a 3v3. They do have the brimstone now.
Prepare for hellfire!
The brimstone has come
Last
down
player
early.
standing.
The
One
Reyna
enemy remaining.
Reyna going to hit one is the last player of the defending team. Both will spot her. A few shots from Sova. And it comes down to just the pistol. It looks like the Reyna will not have the time to defuse it. And it's the second round for the attackers. 2-2 the score.
Well played by the Sova there. Good awareness with the recon. Nice try with the Reyna, but unfortunately wasn't enough. I think the new abilities that Yuri has is allowing him to
Don't get rusty.
defenders in conflict situation as of now. No one is really used to
Stim
it.
beacon down.
And him playing Yuru is actually a surprising pick to me. But yeah.
Right, and just a restart. The defending Soa getting a little aggressive with the Sheriff. Is not able to get required. The Yoru clone actually coming through. And
One enemy remaining.
Or Europe drone playing a big part in taking over the site now. Only the defending chamber left. The Sova is aware of the approach. Does get the phantom link. That is some damage. Spotting Yoru out. There's too many people in window, and that is the 5th round of the game to the attackers. 2-3 the score, 3 in favor of Electrify and 2 to Betas.
Well played by the Euro there again. The attacking Euro. This was allowed his team to get on side.
A gift.
There was good supportability and as well as what the duelists are used
That
for
works.
pushing. And well played by the rest. Getting the plant down and holding. And then at the end is pushing the chill.
So does get one guy with the ultimate, and that will be hit. Just a little bit of damage. The chamber falls in short, but it looks like the defenders are
Time to
giving
jump.
up seaside. The Omen now backing off, waiting for the steam. But perhaps they are not aware.
Spike planted.
Trident quite blind when it comes to, or being behind a smoke, does not have enough information, does not have enough vision to know what is going on. But since the bomb has been planted, they are aware. Sova drone will provide some information to spot out the chamber. They get the chamber kill now. They are all the way inside.
Last player standing.
And the attackers are able to hold their sight. That is 2-4, 4 in favor of
Here.
Electrify.
Well played by the attackers.
Does anyone have
Nice
funds?
plant push and then putting aside. And they had the jet activated who could have played a crucial role at win, but could not convert because none of the defenders came that way.
That's a good spot. Teleport's ready.
And now back into the ground we are.
Cover going out.
The defenders weighing a little towards the ceiling. The chamber does walk through the smoke, but a lot of whiffs from both sides. Chamber will be the victor of that one, and HSV they will take the defending arena down. That leaves the defenders in a 3v5 situation now. Walking in, Express is able to get one, it's good for 2. And that slows down the push enough for the Sova to get on the side. He's able to pick the Brimstone off, spots the jet, go into the copy. So the shock dart should be able to do some damage.
Shock dart.
The jet quite low.
One
He's able to
enemy
get away
remaining.
from the shock dart.
Deploying drone.
And
Enemy.
the wall bang is enough for the kill. The defenders are able
Out
to
of
pull one out,
charges.
and that is a 3-4.
Well played by the Sova there, unfortunately not able to convert the shock darts into kills, but then good awareness to use the outdoor. And unfortunate jet.
A gift. You want to play? Let's
Get out
play.
of my way.
8th round in the game now. Chamber with the AWP is not able to take a shot. The rest of the defenders now making a beeline for A. Bladestorm has been used. Will be able to get the jet, will be able to get the raise, but the Reyna is able to pick up the jet after the 1-for-1
Deploying
raise.
drone.
Prepare for
Yoru
hellfire.
now, using the dimensional drift, is able to spot out Sova.
I'm
Uses
back.
the flash, the dimensional drift is broken.
One enemy
He's
remaining.
able to pick up the Omen and the shock dart is enough for the kill. 3-5.
So a few ults come out from the attacker side. The Euros, they crash the Jets Storm. We also saw the defending Brim put down his ult on the, sorry, the attacking Brim put down his ult on the Heaven to get the Reyna.
And just talking about the Yoru right now, talking
Here.
about like the Yoru
Here.
changes. What do you think makes him a better duelist in such big maps, in maps where, you know, mobility, moving from one side to another quickly, proves to be very beneficial?
Well, yeah, that's obviously good. Him being able to move so quickly from one side to the other, and Yoru is actually played as, you know, a lurk character most of the times, and he can
Right between the eyes.
and he's very versatile now. At least before his kit wasn't that simple, quite boring honestly. But now there's a lot of, you know, versatility to it. Overall, they've actually made me better.
Indeed, now a lot of trades going on. The Deagle is able to get one kill.
Last player standing.
The Boombot gets instantly taken out, and that leaves the Reyna. The 1v3 does have the Empress. The Yoru now setting up a safe TP. The Brimstone playing all the way back. Perhaps has the Molly lineups or is waiting for a backstab. The Sova, the only one with visibility on the bomb currently. Now all the three attackers.
Revealing area.
The recon will be used. Reyna is able to see where the recon is from, so she is aware of at least one player's position. It looks like they'll just give up the side, but I think this might just be enough. A little too late. A second. Just 0.8 seconds too late. Honestly, quite risky from the side of the attackers, leaving the site so open. But it does work in their favor, does get them the round. Now 3-6. 6 in favor of Electrify and 3 for the Betas.
That could have been a huge mistake. Very luckily for them that turned their way, but just a second more you would have seen, you know, the defenders. Well played by the Reyna, I guess.
Shadows traveling.
Holding it out for so long, unfortunately just lost it by 1 day 3 seconds.
And just after that, both the Sovas now exchanging utility. Very aware of each other's positions, at least, if not that's the team. Now the drone will spot out a lot of players in garage. The defender on seaside falls. The Yoru does have
Fake
entry
teleport.
into the site, and it looks like there is, and he has sole control of the site.
Spike down A.
Some trades going on in this A site. The bomb
Spike planted.
does go down. Warband comes through, and perhaps just be a diffuse coming from the side of the defenders.
One enemy
So I was able
remaining.
to spot the Jet get the kill. Now the Yoru a little too far away, perhaps.
Satchel out.
Last player
Ooh,
standing.
great shot by the Yoru, and he's able to pick up 2.
So I saved a
And
day.
that is the clutch, the round
deal
for
about
the attackers. Perhaps if the Raze rocket was used a little later, or if she had used it in the K-Link to the defender's spawn, perhaps that round would have gone another way, but the Yoru is able to pick it up, and a clutch from his side means a 7-3.
That was well played by the Rays actually. The use of utility, yes, could have been really better, but the awareness to throw that nade and then check every angle. Use the rocket launcher to, you know, scare away the Yoru if he was on site, which he wasn't, but if he was, he wouldn't have stayed or he would have TP'd away. But in this case, it was too far, but not really Brim praise for that.
Now push coming through from the attackers. All of them are on site already. The Sova does get taken down. Only the Reyna has used the Empress.
Prepare for hellfire!
The Brimstone orbital strike comes through. And should clean entry for the attackers. Stuck in the Brimstone smoke. Still does have the Empress.
Spike
Peaks 3.
planted.
Not able to get it killed to dismiss fast enough.
Last
Now the
player
chamber
standing.
has come out unfortunately. Instantly as the attack goes down. And that leaves only the Omen. This being rushed by not only the player but Sovadon as well. Gets wall banged and the Brimstone bloodies. Finally is able to get a
Last
final
round
shot.
before the switch.
Nice utility usage by the attackers there. Good Brim ult, I guess, to push out the defenders. And then great push there.
Revealing area.
Just a technical just a technical pause, sorry. And we will be jumping straight into action as 4 players up long and Trident has no chance.
I am the hunter!
So spots the jet. Updraft is used quite early, which means he will be able to pick up the kill.
Take flight.
Now
Spike planted.
the Sova still mid. Maybe wants to catch out the rotation. The other 2 defenders, Chamber,
Who's
or the 2 defenders, Chamber and Sova. Now walking into side. Dimensional drift is used.
I'm back.
The wheel comes through, but the Chamber is just too good.
Last
He's able to
player
get the kill
standing.
now. Has spotted the shock dart, but
Nowhere to run!
One
It's
enemy
amazing.
remaining.
Now it's a 1v1. Spots on the Sova, needs to reload. Has the TP available, but perhaps Sova will save time. Great round from the Chamber, unfortunately.
Switching sides. Here.
Well played by the Sova there, cancelling his ult towards the end of that round. And
Here. Here.
Sova, not a great ult by the defending Sova, but I mean, he tried to deny the plan, but he got jet instead. It was highly aimed, but I guess almost served its purpose there, at least getting a kill.
I think the Sova ult was quite good. It was able to slow down the attackers by a little bit, and did give the defenders enough time to set up for what could have been a good retake. Unfortunately, not enough players on the field, not enough utility. Which means the round will go to the attackers now. The attackers 9
Deploying
PR.
drone. Enemy tag.
We switch up. You see Electrify on the defense. Reyna just swings in and then just gets another one on site.
Great blind value on was able to give Reyna free on the side and get 2 bits pretty easily.
Now while on the
One enemy remaining.
the chamber bot does spot the attacking chamber, or the defending chamber bot does spot the attacking chamber, but the chamber trades his life instead. And the Brimstone 20 health only. The ghost headshot comes through, and that is the first round
Out
of the
of
second half.
charges. Right here. Right here. Overtake them.
Into the second round of the second half to go. And the attackers opting for some specters. Now the defenders, all 3 of the defenders actually, moving in to get this ult of bot jet. The chamber still playing his lure. Might spot the Brimstone. Does spot the Brimstone. Is able to get the kill. Might be cornered here. But the jet, yep, is able to secure the kill. So now just playing time, playing for his team. Chamber should now walk up on
Out of charge.
both the Sova. The Sova is just able to get 2 kills back to back, no time to trade either. And what was looking like a hopeful backstab has quickly turned into a 2v4 for the defenders.
Last
Reyna will
player
walk up.
standing.
The Spectre headshot is enough. Perhaps Sova is able to. So what does that the bomb, which means we will get enough money in the next round to buy.
Nice 2 picks by the Sova there. Great position on the defenders, sitting, backstab, waiting for the backstabbing defenders to come.
Stealing sight.
And use the discipline also between the first and second.
Volley.
Now the Brimstone, the race walks through the molly before the lands, able to get a kill. Now HSV and the Yoru quite deep in the enemy base. Yes, Yoru
Enemy
quite
kill.
deep in the enemy base.
One enemy remaining.
Yoru
Spike
tries to
down
quickly away
mid.
with the bomb, but it looks like the Yoru will not let that happen. Only the Rays now left. Does not know that the Jet is. Spots her out. The Vandal wallbangs come through. And that is enough for 5-10. 5 for Beaters and 10 in the favor of Electrify.
That works.
So, what do you think Chamber brings to this map? The additional Chamber as an agent, before Neon, what do you think he brings to this map, and how is he being played in this map?
Indeed, both the teams do have a chamber. Chamber not only provides utility to watch and be aware of backstab with his 2 actual bots, but also similar to Yoru, he does have the ability to teleport quite quickly across site. get a pick just like this and get out, as demonstrated right now by Rex. Arena waiting in the smoke, does get the defending chamber. The bomb plant will go down, and with the dart being destroyed, there is not a lot of information on the field. The Phantom gets one kill with 3 bullets left.
Launching
This one has
smoke.
2 smokes available, not enough utility from Sova. Only 5 health. Will get blinded. The spam from the Omen comes through, but that will not be enough.
One
Not
enemy
to
remaining.
defuse. And just a little later, the kills are given over, and that will be one more round to the defenders. 11-5 is the score.
I think what we've seen throughout this game is when the attackers plant the spike, they go too far from the spike itself, just trying to backstab or try to block on the defenders that are coming to a very good position, but instead just lose their hold on that side, which is probably a big mistake they're making. It almost worked out. Yeah, almost didn't work out.
Oh my god, the off is just enough to get a kill, and that is already a great advantage for the defenders, a man advantage. With the raise down, means it will be harder for the attackers to get a free entry into the site. Sova drone now being exchanged on both sides for more information. Will spot out the jet with the orb, does not get the tag, which means no information of her positioning afterwards. Sova now trying for a backstab, but with the chamber bots around, it is unlikely that anything will happen.
Stim beacon here.
One enemy remaining. Spike down. C. Match point.
Right here. Smoke's down. Launching smoke.
And things are happening too fast.
Stim
It
beacon
looks
here.
like the attackers have gotten somewhat of an advantage to themselves now. They probably will be able to get the spike down.
Spike planted.
Stim beacon down.
One enemy remaining.
And with defenders, the defending chamber getting 2 picks. Looks like that will be the second semi-final.
They are so dead.
Over to electrify.
Defenders win.
5-13 the score.
in my way, so this
And electrify takes the quarterfinals.
Well played by both.
And into finals map 1 we go. The finals are between Dystopia and Electrify. The 3 maps that we have chosen or that they have chosen to play are Bind, Ascent, and Split. So Dystopia are chosen to attack. Dystopia are attacking, and Electrify will be defending on this Bind pick. So looking at the team comps, Brimstone, it seems after the slight buffs that he's received, has been in most of the matches. His ultimate does provide a great tool to not only clear out a large area but also has great counters to Killjoys and other controllers such as Viper. So into match we go.
I think we've seen a pretty good competition, pretty good players from these two teams throughout this tournament. And to make it to this level, obviously requires a lot of skill, coordination, and all 5 of them, all 10 of them are obviously great players. As we see the attackers will play and setting up already.
Spike planted.
As the spike goes down, Brimstone is able to, the defending Brimstone is able to hold what he can of this blue balls. Uses his molly as cover, peek,
Revealing area.
the attacker now.
Last player
Down to
standing.
only 1. KJ is very far away, gets spotted by the bot. The defuse comes through. The diffuser is still sticking it, and it looks like the first round will go to the defenders. As the KJ is able to pick another one, missed the last shot, but that is the first round to Electrify.
It was actually a good job by the attackers there, except the KJ going that fast in the spike, and probably when putting down both of her nades at the same time.
Time to
It was a
explode.
good setup planned, but just bad execution post plant. Now we head into the second round, and we see a long-way push.
It looks like most of Electrify have chosen, have opted for a buy. They do have Spectres with them, so I was able to pick up the first top. It looks like Chamber will be moving for the second one as well. The Raze now pushing up through mid. The attacking Raze in a Brim smoke on the other side of mid.
There.
Looks like there was a little bit of an exchange. That's a little low, sanity well, and good kind of Brimstone. Smoke for him. It looks like
Last player
he was
standing.
able to TP through. I'm not sure what happened there. But it looks like he's not able to TP through now. Foxa,
Team Ace.
the last one alive, unfortunately not able to do a lot. Team Ace from the side of Electrify.
Nice CP advantage.
Teleport's ready.
What do you say? TPs and on their agents, so these not too much great gunplay in these 2 rounds, but yeah, I think we'll see a lot of good gunplay when
You know what to do.
we have the buy round
Right here.
We see an off with XPS on the defending team, and let's see how he uses that.
He's a very aggressive push here on the side of XPS. Does peek into 2 unfortunately, and that means the off will be dropped by the defenders. A good try, but perhaps they're not expecting double. Was not expecting the stack. And one down for the defenders. Attackers in a slightly advantageous position, but Rex now has the ghost in hand, has a great backstab, the turret will spot. Means he will be forced to retreat. but that elevates some of the pressure that the defenders on A have, and perhaps will be enough for the attackers to push in. Now the Chambers will TP back to B. The bomb, however, is still in mid. But he has a great position. The Spectre just doesn't connect. The attacker is now 5 strong.
30
He'll be able to get
seconds
the plan
left.
down.
Light planted.
Looks like Sage Wall was invested already.
One enemy
They
remaining.
will pick up the off now. Only the Sova left with the Spectre in a 1v5. Perhaps some sort of atomic damage will be enough. Does get one. Not able to get the second one, and that is the first round for Dystopia.
Teleport's
We
ready.
talked about HBS having that off just at the beginning of the last round. Unfortunately, we lost the off, which might prove pretty costly to the economy of the defenders after losing that round as well.
Here.
We see him with just Deagle and a
Here.
Switch, but yeah, pretty unfortunate. But as the attackers now have the off, Sage operating.
The standard dart up B long will spot out the KJ. The rest of the team, however, fairly split. Chamber does peek into the off. Does not manage to get the head, which means the off will be the victor of that fight. Brimstone now the only one left on side. Does have the molly, does have
beacon
the
down.
smoke. Godkin is able to satchel in now. Has a great position. The Raze just walks in. He's able to get 2 off that. As the
One
showstopper up.
enemy remaining.
Enemy kill. Blocking sight.
Now, only XBS left. Does have the Vandal in hand. The bomb is planted. He's aware of at least one position. The shots are able to connect. Unfortunately, the hop at that distance is definitely the weapon to use, and that gets an equalize. The 4th round of the game now complete with the scoreline 2-2.
It was a nice slow push from the attackers there on the way. We don't see too much utility usage or wastage in the start of the round, which is pretty good. But we do see random sprays, gaps throughout smokes or angles. But that's all, and not too much info on anyone else.
Now, Bloody in a good position. Good presence by the attacking Brimstone is going to check that
Last
one.
player standing.
2x2 does try to swing, but it's not enough. Now the Chamber, only 2 HP, he is able to TP away quick, but being the last defender alive, there is very little that he might be able to do. The attackers now trying to chase him. The bomb has not been planted. The shot doesn't connect, or the shot only hits the body, which means Sage will be able to get the plant down and is able to turn around and get a kill. That is the 3rd round to Dystopia.
It was very unfortunate for him. He was just down to 2 HP with 1 deagle shot in just the last
Teleport's ready.
hope to in that position, except that again a big unfortunately which he couldn't. But at least he didn't have the Sage plant for those 4 or 5 seconds.
To the 6th round we go now. Looks like both teams will be sending 2 players in the Shahs. The dart is enough of a distraction where the off is able to pick the Raze now. Will walk up this Brimstone. Holding a good corner. He just pulls out the tablet. Monster is able to counter. What a shot by
Spike down A.
You will not kill my allies.
Uses the shock darts. He's not aware of their position. And it looks like Exotic will be able to take that. Now a 3v3. Two defenders on this A side. The bomb is still hovering near showers. Not committing to the side push just yet. The op will be the first to take field. Now Sage Wall going down. It looks like this corner will be enough for them to take
30 seconds left.
the op is too far.
One enemy
and
remaining.
Brim's able to get 2. He's able to get 3 to round off.
Great free picks by the Brim went unchecked in a Kavi. Great angle to hold. And well executed by them.
Economy now from both the teams.
Teleport's ready.
It looks like Dystopia, obviously, with the win that they just got, have the better end. Oh, sorry, Dystopia with saved money on the better end of this.
I think it's fair fight between both teams. Both
Scanning
teams
ahead.
being on a shore.
There they are.
Right here.
Playing as a team, as you've seen them play.
That works.
There's an extraordinary display of gunfight and tactics on both teams.
Now Sword reveals one off here shot. The raise nades, pain shells go through, but looks like the chamber will be able to get one pick here. 2x2 now, just kind of hovering around the smoke. Arena blind comes through, and that is enough
Down and
for the
out.
Brim to get 2 picks.
Open up
The defenders on this B side though,
One enemy remaining.
good shots by Bloody.
Spike
He's able to
down
get another
A.
one with his ult.
5.
And gets the third as well to round off. A great round from Bloody. Great 2 rounds in quick succession.
Right here.
Amazing round for the defending Brim right there. Amazing awareness to get that one pick on Reyna outside, pick off Sage and then pick off Brim, who were all scattered because of that Brim's run. And you know, great use of the ult. And now we see the attack
show
with
that
4
Brimstone true
ults
power.
ready this round. I think we'll see a few prop down this round itself.
Night night.
Yes, uses the off, is able to get a quick pick. Second shot does not connect, but that is already enough damage for the attackers to perhaps look for another side. Now the KJ hovering around mid, the Brim smoke does go down. With the new changes in bind, it's a lot harder to use those one-way smokes, use those Brims, use those omens to the advantage of one team. Now the fight near mid here, it looks like a boom bomb. Serena is able to get one pick before the chamber deep away, and that leaves only the jet with the op on site. As the rest of the defenders are moving, Brim opts to stay on this side.
You should run. 30 seconds left.
We see the attack KJ. Sova.
Ooh, I just missed it. Looks like HVS was able to get 2 kills. The Sova used to neutralize.
10 seconds
Ooh,
left.
Just yeah. Monster is able to
One
pick off
enemy remaining.
a rotating Rex.
Spike down A.
And with the bomb on site now, time ticking down. This round will go to the defenders. We just missed it. It seemed as the KJ was putting the ult down, as the Sova was ulting the KJ knockdown. HVS was able to get 2 quick
Right
hits
here.
with the AWP, and that swung the game heavily in the favor of defenders. With nowhere left to go, it looks like the time was the final nail that sealed the 5th round for the defenders. Now, a relatively slow round.
I think if you look back at this game really slow.
The smokes just come out. Blurry. Able to get 2 actually. Now the Brimstone.
Molly!
Neither of them are aware of each other's position. The
That's
Molly
3.
forces him out, and Blurry is able to get 3.
One enemy remaining.
Now Rex is able to get 1 on the rotate. The Sage is able to trade, unfortunately. The last one alive needs 1 more pick for the ultimate. Will be able to res. Brimstone just on the corner here. Will choose to back off. And from what we can see, the A side is free. The rest of the defenders now just
30
covering
seconds
for the
left.
B side. Rotate. In a 1v3, so still fairly possible. Does have the wall. Will be able to cover one angle.
Ten seconds left.
He's able to get the plant down with just 6 seconds remaining. Now the Jet and the Brimstone
You will not kill
sprinting
my
and
allies.
making their way up short. The ultimate used, Resurrection.
One enemy remaining.
Well, not long enough. He was taken out instantly after this. Brimstone not able to connect the shot, but the chamber is. And that leaves what could have been a very good round
Thanks.
for all the attackers. Well played by the Sage. Unfortunately,
Not the boom you hoped for.
enough, and the attackers or the defenders were able to make their moves, were able to plan well. And that is a 6-3.
I think we should give some credit to the defenders. They played that round very well. They played extremely slow, played together. And their angles. Yes, those 2 picks by the Sage were quite good, but wasn't able to work with that red and with the gunfight really.
That's a good spot.
Prepare for hellfire!
All this match will go. Orbital strike will be used
Revealing area.
by the attackers. And the amount of utility that is going on right now.
I've seen so much utility being used in the past 20 seconds.
It was a very hard push by the attackers. They are able to get the plant down. Only 2 defenders left.
Spike
And with very
planted.
little utility on the Brimstone. The Blade Storm comes out.
One enemy
He's able to
remaining.
pick the cage up
Last
as
player
well.
standing.
Suddenly this ult is able to take it to where it's only a 1v1. Now the Reyna only a good corner. Jet is able to get it, does pick up the op, and that means that it will be 7-3 now. Great play from the Jet. Uses the ult, is able to get the KJ pick, whips a little on the Reyna, however picks up the gun just in time, and that is a great round from the side of the defenders.
I think that was a great round by Jet. I don't think she would have been able to get that pick
On the KJ.
Yeah, on the KJ for
Indeed, the
Need
accuracy that you get even in midair with the Jet ult definitely allows it to where you have the accuracy that you need to make your shots
There.
count.
Let's
Whereas
make
the
some
enemies
chaos.
have to target a flying, perhaps a target that they were not expecting to be there. HVS takes a shot, does get tagged, not too much though. Healthy enough to where we'll just be able to back off. also the showstopper comes in. Rex is able to get one pick there. Exotic is able to trade back. And it looks like there's no actually chance.
Scanning ahead.
2x2 now holding this tight corner
Begins.
near Shars. Sage swings. The Brim's able to get 2 in the chaos. HVS now does have the off. Chamber also making its way.
Spike planted.
Does have his signature off as well. The defender is now just holding
One enemy remaining.
Balls are able to get nice.
Nice shot by the Sage on the chamber.
Indeed, shutting one defender down, leaving the Jet only with the off. No blade storm either. Which means in a very dangerous position, especially with where the Sage is. The first off shot misses. Is going to try to get the half. The knife comes through, the disrespect, and that is 3 kills for Bombstar in that round.
Last player standing. Last round in the half.
Need a drop. Thanks.
Say or that works.
Not much to say after that round, unfortunately. The chamber does pull out his off. He'll be able to cover long. Again, HPS in a very aggressive position. He's able to get out alive. He'll perhaps spot the Brimstone now. He does spot the Brimstone checking him. Right corner. He's able to get 2. What a
Spike
great
down
shot there.
A.
Nice 2 picks by STS beyond. I think he's going to go for the third one, right?
And he's still just moving up. He's still playing aggressive.
One enemy remaining.
He's able to get the third, and that's a flawless round. On the side of the defenders.
Switching
8-4
sides.
was the half now. As we see Electrify on the attack, they've played great on defense. They've had their ups and downs, but for the most part, playing as a team, the aggressive HVS picks with the off as well, paying off. Blurry with the last move and clutches as well. Let's see how this team is able to translate their defensive, or well, for most of it, it looked like it was just attack. It really did not matter what side they were on. But of course, with the switch in sides comes
Do it
the
again.
mirroring of angles. Some angles are better for the defenders than the others. And let's see how the teams are able to make use of that. As we see an aggressive push by Exotic here. The Brimstone is able to hold off a little bit, but not enough. Does get the pick on Exotic later though. One down from both teams. Exotic able to get one
Gunner.
and suddenly it's down to a 4v2. Brimstone is able to spot the attackers, does get taken out.
Deploying drone.
So a drone will be used for how much
Enemy mark.
information it is possible
Last player
to
standing.
gather. Mostly trying to spot the bomb. Do the 3-shot bursts come out?
Down.
The last one's able to make its mark. And
Scanning ahead.
2 players now walking up. Just spot. Both unfortunately the shot don't hit, and that is Rodkill's forte on the pistol.
Nice try by the Sova there, but very well played by the Rays. 4K in first round.
Indeed, the frenzy definitely paying off. The fast push, like you said, some angles are better for the attackers than the defenders. Now Rodkill making the most out of this push from mid, uses the rain up line, is able to get in to the face of into Brimstone's face, jumps over the molly, and overall just a great round. Now we see 2x2 just hopping by, just trying to see if there's any kind of danger. One player will fall
Revealing
hard.
area.
The chamber pistol able to get the kill. Now the paintings being sent into U-Hauls while this is happening. Shaz is being pushed by 3 people. Spectres, good enough for 1, does get the 2 before getting traded. 2 for 1 trade is always something you want as a defender. Now 6 players left on the map, 3v3. As we see Dice and the Rays just trying to push in. Looks like we have a disconnect here. We might need a pause the next round. Indeed, it looks like the attacking Sova as
They
we
found
see
my
the,
trap.
the bomb still on Rays. 30 seconds left in the round.
30 seconds
It is
left.
very possible. As we see Rex able to take out Exotic. Dice now with only 8 HP. Brimstone with 22.
Spike planted.
Both of them quite low in the danger zone now. Basically a 2v2.
Stim beacon here.
Last player standing.
Chamber with almost no health. Dice is able to get 4. We missed the last 2 kills, but a great round from the side of this chamber. We most likely will be having a technical, will be having a boss. So while we are waiting on the pause, let's talk about some of the patch notes. Let's talk about some of the changes that the characters went through. So one of the picks that we're seeing is Astra being replaced by Brimstone. So what were the nerfs that Astra got hit by, that removed her out of the pool where she was used almost in, or she was quite widely used in team comps, where you have larger maps with the ability to not only clear angles with her gravity well, with her nebula, she was able to block out angles as well. So what were the changes that Asha went through?
Well, first off, the maximum number of stars was reduced from 5 to 4, and there were, there was a huge cooldown increase on the Astra stars from 14 seconds to 25 seconds, which is actually quite a lot.
Yeah, this basically meant that Astra was not able to redeploy her utilities. So the good thing about Astra and what Brimstone now can bring to the table is the ability to play smokes for the team. But what Astra had in speciality was that she was able to preemptively play stars and pull them back in case there was a rotate coming through, and that also allowed for some good fake plays, fake rotates and stuff, which unfortunately with this nerf will be quite costly to do, not only in terms of time in the round, since 30 seconds is almost one third of the round. 25 seconds is what the retrieving of the star has been increased to from 14. So yeah, that is one of the main reasons why Astra is being replaced by Brimstone. What are some of the buffs that Brimstone brings to the table with this patch?
Well, Brimstone's smokes radiuses were increased. They were also deployed faster. Then the smoke height was also increased compared to other
Here.
controllers.
Here.
And also the steam beacon got a 15% speed boost, which I think was
Here.
very necessary, because the steam beacon before just didn't provide what was really needed.
Here.
That 100 credits ability from Brimstone.
Indeed, now the Stim Beacon providing the speed buff not only allows for characters like the Neon, like the Jet, like the Chamber, which are good at rotating, to be a necessity in the team comp. Especially with there being two charges of the Stim Beacon. With there being two charges of the Stim Beacon, one can be used for pushing and one can be used for post plant, or perhaps if needed a rotate, or there are multiple places where the speed boost plus with the addition of the original rapid fire proves to be quite a good change for the Brimstone.
I think now this ability can be considered to be, an actual ability before people just put it down, just get that rapid fire. And I don't think it made much of a difference in its kit before. It wasn't, a must buy, I would say, but now I think it has become a must buy. Anyway.
Placing sentry.
And into round
Trap
two.
destroyed.
It looks like it will be quite a fast push
Found them.
from the attackers. Already on site, it looks like. No kills have been traded just yet. The defenders now making their way through. Dex is able to pick one up. Ooh, great shot by Dice. He's able to pick one up. 2x2.
One
Sitting in the
enemy
cubby, the
remaining.
Phantom is enough for one. Pornstar just swings. Pornstar just gets swung
Right
on
here.
and instantly deleted. That is a quick round to the attackers.
Was super aggressive on the B side by the attackers there. Good push, good utility usage, and then good picks as well. Didn't really need to trade anyone off.
Indeed, they were able to get Jet on site, they were able to get another 2 players on site and plant bomb and just run down the defenders.
Bomb buddy out.
Again now, walking into this round,
Launching smoke.
the attackers going for that push. A long, they're able to clear both the players on this long round.
Stim beacon
3
here.
defenders left on this A side, scurrying and running their way back. A TP is taken by Pornstar.
Spike
Meets the
planted.
chamber. I was about to say that was quite an aggressive TP. Maybe not needed as well. Rain Shell goes onto site. Shorting is able to take one. The showstopper comes out. Doesn't
Last
catch
player
one,
standing.
but gives enough mobility. Unfortunately, the jump from 2x2 means that Bloody will be denied that kill. And
Right here.
It was quite an aggressive push again by the attackers onto the side. Again, great use of utility there. Good picks again. Quite unnecessary from the Sage. The defending Sage that they should have just played it slow. I think seeing the momentum of this attacker side, they feel like even they need to play fast, which isn't really the case most of the time.
indeed, alright. Let's go into the round again now. Onshot with the defensive wall here in hookah. The attacking team
Enemy tag.
using the utility with SOA drone will be able to spot out Monster. Means the pain shells and the molly comes through and he's just killed by spam and utility. 2x2 now with the shock darts is able to get another one, and as the rest of the attack team is rotating towards this A site, the chamber dice is quite happy to pick up another kill.
I think the thing we've seen throughout this tournament is that each player actually knows how to use all the agents that they're using, their abilities to the fullest. And,
Loosen up.
Great shot by Godkill. Exotic's able to pick up one as well. Now, in a 2v5, Godkill extremely low, but
One enemy remaining.
ooh, crisp shot by Dice. Exotic's able to get one. Unfortunately, Bloody comes from behind, and that means that attackers will be on match point.
Match
By 2
point.
score.
Right here. Right here.
With only one round left now, deciding the last match, or with only one round left now, deciding the first match of this best of 3. The Soada comes out now, gives enough information now. See, the rest of the team is just stacked up here on this B long. Godkill holding the tight angle. It's a world in which Dice doesn't check this. Dice does, however, because advantage.
Nowhere to run!
It will be his. Expected ink does come through, but not enough damage, which means that Sage will be forced, or Sage will be able to get the trade. Quite a risky situation. The rest does come
beacon
through,
down.
unfortunately.
Smoke's down.
Not good enough.
Last player
Showstopper
standing.
gets the trade. The plan does come down now. Reina does have the Empress. If she does use the ult, if she does get one reset, there's a world in which the 1v3 comes through. The defenders now are still holding a good crossfire. Just one tap is all that is required. finish the round. Exotic makes sure that this round goes for a little longer. Bomb now counting down. Not aware of either of the team's positions. Ooh, a good crossfire from the
Attackers
side
win.
of Electrify.
Get out of my way!
Means they will be able to pick up the first round of, or the first match of this best of 3.
Well played by both teams there. I think it was pretty good fight put up by Dystopia. Unfortunately, were not able to win. At least this map.
Right, and the next map we will go to is
The next map we will play is Ascent with Dystopia defending.
Turrets out.
Sentry.
Here. Here.
now as we head into second match. We see an interesting pick here in Neon. Let's see how much I can keep. The Rena's holding a very tight corner there and able to get the Neon even though it's absolutely sprinting. The Chamber, however, just is able to get a pick up. Now jumps right into the face of the Omen and already this been a chaotic start to the first round. But 2v2 now left as the bomb is sprinting on this A site. Omen quite low. Does have one smoke, so with no utility at all.
Last player
The Jet will
standing.
swing, and Dice is just too good. Dice is able to get both the rotating players, and that's a very, very quick round for the attackers. Electrify now. One up, and choosing to buy, we see Spectre full shields coming out from the entire team. The defenders on the back foot now, forced onto their classics and some of the utility that they can buy.
Recalling my bot.
Turret out.
And already we are able to see the explosive power that
Turret
this
out.
team
Here.
from that. I'm gonna stop myself from saying that, as Godkin once again is able to shut down one of them, is able to dismiss away. Now as the Neon is filtering through, the Omen holding the last pistol, not much that can happen. The Brimstone and the Sova able to push through, and side control is taken by Electrify.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Lex is able to pick the Omen up and is able to take the Killjoy up as well. Means round 2 with the Spectre buys will go straight to Electrify.
That works. Here.
Just the Neon pick, just the power of this explosive comp.
Here.
The Jet dashing in the chamber able to TP. The Brimstone with the utility and the Sova with the
Ooh,
reveals.
that's a good spot.
An interesting comp put together by Electrify. It does have a lot of the attacking burst and power. How much of it they will be able to use in defense?
Oh,
Let's see as the game continues now. That's quite unfortunate for the Killjoy. Walks through the smoke, is able to get from the corners. Just as I say that,
Spike
looks like the
planted.
defenders will be forced off A heaven as well. With the door closed now, there's not much left. The Golden Ash is round 3
Out
coming
of
out
charges.
from Bosch. As we spoke about, Ascent or
Scanning
Ascent
ahead.
being a map with a lot of wall bangles or a lot of full walls.
Right here.
The Omen smoke comes through,
One
but
enemy
the other
remaining.
side comes through. Eagle is able to get the kill, survives the shock dart, and
I'm out of
2x2 now,
Out of charges.
running with his team to this victory. 0-3 now, 3 in the favor of Electrify.
Well played by the attackers there. Nice control side and
I'm out of here.
amazing utility usage. We see Neon
Gotta
coming
go.
to this map. So if Neon brings to side and water or advantage,
Scanning ahead.
I just spoke a little about this. Neon and the rest of the team bomb just screams burst, burst, burst. We're gonna come in, we're gonna take the site, and then we're gonna chase you out of the site. And that's what they've been showing from the past 3 rounds. As we can see again, Neon able to get the pick now, and while this is happening, the Jet on the other side, Neon's counterpart, is able to get another pick, and that's already a 2-man disadvantage. Neon was able to TP.
One enemy
The glass of
remaining.
crystal plus the phantom comes through. The Killjoy is able to trade back, but Rex is quick on the trigger. 3 kills now for the Sova, and I couldn't even finish my sentence on the round. Just absolutely burst wide open.
Turret out.
Right here.
that was good pushing by the attackers there.
Let's go.
And Godkin now holding this A angle perhaps will be able to get the pick on this chamber. The power of Reyna, able to heal back to 120 now. Means we'll be able to survive some more. As I say
Watching
that,
here.
Monster now with the AWP, absolutely rampaging through the attackers. Maybe the AWP was the weapon that they were waiting for.
Enemy.
The shock darts now
Shot dart.
do not land where
Last
they need
player
to, but
standing.
Monsters on a rampage. Only Rex now left in this 1v4.
Revealing area.
The dart will reveal side, but
Just like
what it won't
everyone
reveal is
else.
Godkin waiting right there. And that is the first round for the defenders. 1-4 now. 1 to Dystopia and 4 in favor of Electra.
I think the two picks with the off by the standing Sova, I think completely changed the tide of that round. Nice positions to hold and nice picks by Stunning.
Turret out.
Right here.
And into round 6 of
Get
the
out
second
of my
match we
way.
go.
Right.
The drone will be used by Rex for information. Godkin's able to hear this. He's able to get out of the way. Now looks like there will be a push coming through Blades. Blade Storm is used by Dice. The Omen Blind just clips and is able to TP away.
Blocking sight.
Smoke comes through and great positioning by the Killjoy. Now Exotic here with the Judge. The Judge, while it is a very powerful weapon close up, being stuck in this area, especially where you're not aware of the position of the other attackers, makes it to where perhaps it could be a burden. Now the Judge might be able to show its
Spike
power
planted.
right around the corner. Is able to one tap and gets the kill. Unfortunately, it was a trade, so not the best outcome. Both the attackers now stationed up on this site. Bomb has been planted. Zod is able to dash through. The Brim ultimate comes down already. They're aware of the position of both
Last player standing.
the attackers now. The classic system to just not enough, which means it will be around for the attackers.
Right here. Right here.
You want to play? Let's play.
The standard KJ turret.
Placing swarm grenade.
Where did that pick even happen? God kill. With the swing, he was able to get the first hit. Now Hunter's Fury is being used. He's able to get a tag. Shock Dart catches him. Shock Dart catches Godkill as well, and that's 2 players down already.
Last player standing.
With only the Omen left now. He's able to keep going. Classic pistol, just not enough. 3 bullets
I'm out of here. Out
do
of
not hit the
charges.
mark, and that is 1-6
I'm
now.
outta here.
6 in the favor of Electrify, and we see a timeout coming out from Ponchas. and as the timeout comes to an end,
Turret out.
you see the rest of the attackers now setting up for this mid push. Jet updrafting and dashing out, kind of like Vision, able to get the info. While I say that, HBS is able to get one kill. The defenders now answer back with 2 of their own, which means it will be a 3v3 now. The bomb moving into this main area. HBS taking way too much damage for that play. It should have been one side.
Spike planted. Last
Omen
player
falling
standing.
near last as well now, or near 3 as well. Exotic left in a 1v3.
Blocking sight.
Perhaps not aware of the position. Saving would definitely be a good choice considering the damage that has been done to the economy. 6 rounds and lost now. And it's starting to look like Electrify will be absolutely running as attackers on this map.
It's quite amazing my Electrify on the attack. 7 rounds to 1. Reduced inoperability as well as teamwork coordination. Same everything in this game has showcased to us.
Now again got to use the Empress early. Runs right in, peaks 3. Perhaps that was a play that could have saved the team. Unfortunately, being the point that was,
I
did
got
not
spike.
land on heads for them. The attackers are able to pick up
Found
the
a truck
bomb.
torch gun.
The defenders now still on site. A lot of utility being used, but great shot by
Last
Lex.
player standing.
And Exotic falls as well, which means the Sova is again left on the far side of this in a 1v4. Let's see what he can make happen with the Vandal. Not much as it seems. Dice says no, and will be 1-8 now in the favor of Electrify. Rotten now on the other side. Exotic will be
Blocking sight.
using the blade surge. The neon conquest comes through. Exotic is able to dash away just in time, using the cloud bursts to perfection.
Last player standing.
2, unfortunately, 2x2 is just shutting down these defenders. Great hold by Exotic. It was actually very skilled. Or those cloud bursts were extremely skilled. He was able to block out the Sova vision as well. But of course, using the Blade Storm, you hope to get a pick in the save rounds. Was not able to, which means it will go on reset
Right
rounds
here.
with 4 alt-tops
Come
to get
into
that
the
ability.
unknown.
That works. Stim beacon here.
Godkill just trying to take these first peaks. Takes out 2x2 rifles. Now he was able to get one more dice and will be peeking the Omen.
to run!
Now Rex on this high mid area is aware of God kill, but God kill isn't stopping for anyone. 3 kills this round now, and might just be what they need to turn it around.
Still in sight.
HBS is able to spot the Omen.
Last player standing.
God kill just misses that one. Could have been an ace. And Bloody falls on. Which means it is at the second round
Last round
that the
before the
defenders
switch.
are able to back. God will now
Get out of
hoping to
my
peek into
way.
5. Ooh, is able to get 2x2. Fortunately, does get traded. The Hunter's Fury comes through. I believe is able to tag the Brimstone. Might be wrong about that. But no kills as Dice
Spike planted.
is able to
One
swing
enemy
through, uses
remaining.
the right click, gets the kill, is able to pick up the off
Prepare
now.
for hellfire!
Only the Omen left. And it looks like with the shock darts running through, or with the Brim ulti, with the orbital strike being used, Entry they are quite aware of the position. Is able to get the orb.
Blinding.
Blind clears out most of heaven, but
Cover going out.
smokes out main as well. Not aware of the position of any of the players. Rex is able to peek, and that is their round 2 to 10 now.
Switching sides.
And closing in this second game. Last game was won by Rectify as well, which means a 3-round win, and they will be taking away this tournament. With this switch, however, if we are able to see the same amount of aggression, there might be a chance that this is a comeback game.
That was a very interesting first half. There was so much aggression from the attacker's side, from Electrified. But now we just have to wait and see how Dystopia played out.
Indeed, now Blurry, I think
Smoke's
he's
down.
able to spot them on catwalk as the so much
Scanning
of guards
ahead.
rain through.
There they are.
That will reveal one. The Omen now does get taken out. The Brimstone Molly causing enough distraction. The attackers, however, will be able to get on the side. 2v3 now. Cage is able to get the plant down. But they are not aware. But perhaps they are. Maybe the KJ was out of range. They're not aware of the chamber
One enemy
backstabs.
remaining.
He's able to get one, gets two, and that is the round for Electrify. The first pistol round. The power of Chambers Regal, the power of Chambers Sheriff being shown. And 11-2 is the score. The 14th round of the game. And it looks like Dice is able to pick two. Killjoy is able to trade Dice out. And it's quickly turned into a 2v3 now in favor of the defenders. The Neon holding quite an angle here.
One enemy remaining.
Ooh, the Tiger is
Spike
good
down
enough
mid.
to get one.
Watch out.
The concuss comes
Level
through.
up. Take this.
Exotic now. Just nowhere to go. Both sides covered. Shane was able to pick up the kill and
Out of
we
charge.
go
Match
into
point.
match point. One win here. This round here would mean Electrify take away this tournament.
I think we've seen absolute domination by Electrify over the other team in these two matches.
It feels
And it's probably just all but over for this tournament.
Torkel now stepping up, trying to be aggressive. Does get trailed by Exotic. The early GG's coming out from Torkel. The Jet with the Judge now. The bomb, however, is still hovering
Placing swarm grenade.
in this catwalk.
Last
area. The
player
Brimstone will
standing.
push out. Does die to the killjoy. The Neon now. Left in the 1v3. Dystopia are able to pull one down back. Economy now, at least, are able to purchase the guns that they require. Electrify looks like will be opting for a safe round.
Calling my bot. Alarm bot out.
The hunt begins.
Placing swarm
Spike now
grenade.
being left in base. Scorpion's able to pick up one. Has used the Empress. Scorpion's able to pick up the Brimstone as well. Gets 3 on the Rex. On the Sova as well.
One enemy
Does get
remaining.
taken down by Dice.
Could have predicted this.
And
Alright.
the Killjoy is able to pick up the last 2. Which means it's another round for Dystopia. That being the save round for Electrify, however, with now guns coming out from most of the team
Placing
members.
alarm bot. Here. Here.
Every round needs to matter. Every round that Dystopia play needs to be a win here for them to have a chance to go to map 3. Every shot, every 1v1 needs to be absolute perfection. As I say that, the rest of Dystopia, Ranveer Godwin trying to get the first pick. Unfortunately, it's just really hard to do in the position that
Go, go,
he was
go.
in.
Swarm grenade
Killjoy are now
out.
coming through.
Swarm grenade out.
They did get one detention, that being the Brimstone, but
Out of charges.
there's not enough utility to push through.
Enemy kill.
Dice, however, just waiting for
One
their
enemy
rotate, waiting to
remaining.
call that bluff. Gets 2
Flawless.
Go, go, go.
and 2x2
Defenders
is the
win.
one to take the kill.
Out of charges.
That will be the game. Game 2 now to Electrify, which means they will be the winners of Valorant Engi' 2022 tournament.